I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
On 1st and 10, Carlson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The throw over the middle taken in. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Off the play fake, Carlson. He's got a man. It's Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Looking to throw. Carlson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taco Charlton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Great. If you want the mic, pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch that in. Watch that in.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me. It's second and inches.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll go play action here with Minshew. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Yeah, the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On the ready.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Christian. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 14 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game, but there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they wrote a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carlson got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
30 base.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off play action, it's Minshew. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Christian. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal. Line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Off play action. Carlson gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carlson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Back to throw. Carlson.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Carlson. And he will find his man on the outside. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
18 Gator, Christian, Travis. Check it out. Shoot.
From the gun, Carlson. That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to take off with it. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
18 Gator.
Operating from the gun, Carlson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. That is caught by Williams for a New England touchdown. Max Williams in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars trying to win a wild card game for the second straight year, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And I said that right, the Cleveland Browns will host a playoff game. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back, 6-6, pull it high. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And Pascal's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run it with Jacobs. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver.
Let's go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On the double.
51. Let's get the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Running is Jacobs, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Christian. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Here's Kamara off the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Off the play fake. Carlson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Patriots send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal whole isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Here's the jet sweep to Pascal. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Jacobs now, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
You ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Christian. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Ready?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Minshew. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Go! 8-3.
On 1st down, Christian. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Scott Miller there to make the grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. Christian. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Minshew. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 5.
They'll try the left side. Christian. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Switch, switch, switch. He's crashing.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll keep it on the ground. Christian. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.